This court received correspondence from the defendant himself, which the court caused to be filed as a motion seeking new counsel. The court scheduled this for a hearing this afternoon to address this matter because we are scheduled for trial next week, Tuesday, the February 4th. I got this letter yesterday. So we're here for a hearing right now. The defendant is here in open court. He's with his counsel, Mr. James Matthews. The state of Ohio is represented by assistant prosecuting attorneys Taylor Linden and Haley Gold. So Mr. Watkins, I'll let you be heard on your motion as to why you think you should be appointed a new attorney. I read the motion, but I want to hear from you, I guess. You're saying that he's unprofessional, makes you feel uncomfortable. He gave you an expired plea deal. You'll have to explain that to me. Well, so go ahead, I'll let you be heard.
May I please speak or wait to be spoken to?
You can. I want to hear from you now. Yeah.
Okay. Like, I'm only getting, from what he said, I'm only getting one plea deal. We're going to trial for, he showed me stuff on, I'm not saying he doesn't do his job completely right. I'm not saying that he does it completely wrong. I just feel like he can be able to get me another plea deal. I'm just going to get just one singular plea deal.
Why do you think he can get? He can't just make up plea deals in the air. The prosecutor's got to be the one that makes an offer.
See, I'm very virgin-minded to court.
You're very what-minded?
Virgin-minded
to court
stuff.
You're charged with this indictment. The prosecutor can say pleaded. Doesn't have to offer you anything.
Okay.
If your attorney doesn't control what. It's not like going to a store and buying something or going to some auction and bidding on something.
Yes, sir.
The prosecutor's indicted you on certain charges. If they want to go to trial on the exact charges and not make you any offer, they can do that. If they're willing to extend some offer saying if you want to plead to this, then we'll let you do that. But your lawyer doesn't have any. He can respond with a counteroffer maybe, but it's up to the prosecutor. Could say go pound salt. We're not going to do that.
Yes,
he doesn't have. He can negotiate, and that's what all lawyers do. But prosecutors doesn't have to buy that.
Oh, then my apologies. I stand corrected. I am sorry.
Well, you don't have to apologize. I guess is that what you meant here when you said Jim Matthews also gave me an expired plea deal? It was my only one option.
Yeah, it was drawn up a week after I got released. I got released on November 19th, and it was drawn up the 26th. And we have court on February 4th. That's past 2 weeks, right?
February 4th is next Tuesday. It's a week from today.
Yeah, but I got it in November. That's it's January now. Wouldn't that been past 14 days?
You need to let the court know 14 days before the trial.
Okay. So I misread.
You must have thought you have 14 days to accept it. Mm-hmm. No, it's the opposite. You have 14 days before trial to let the court know if you're going to accept the offer or not.
Okay.
So that wasn't an expired plea deal.
Yeah, it was just I misunderstood what was going on, and my apologies to him.
Well, Mr. Matthews is a very good lawyer. He's a very experienced lawyer. He's been doing this for many, many years. You have the right to have an attorney appointed to represent you, but you don't have the right to pick and choose your lawyer. Give me a list of names here who you want. You don't have the right to do that.
My apologies also again.
You've got a very good lawyer who will do a very fine job at trial. That's what's going to happen here. I have no question about that in my mind. I think the issues that you brought up maybe based on some confusion on your part, lack of involvement maybe in the system. If you said if that's what you meant by that. But Mr. Matthews is your attorney. He's going to remain your attorney unless you retain new counsel. And we have a trial scheduled for next week from today. Now, let me see something real fast. Initially, I remember the arraignment. I think I reinstated your bond at the arraignment, correct? Or gave you a bond at the arraignment?
Modified.
Modified the bond? Did you want to say something?
Oh yeah, that's kind of what I was about to ask. I was just kind of about to ask something in that realm. Since I was incarcerated on December 19th and I had court on the 20th, did my bond get revoked?
Yeah, when your bond was revoked, you had a pretrial that you failed to appear for.
Mm-hmm.
So your bond was revoked, a warrant was issued for your arrest.
Mm-hmm.
My understanding is, from my understanding, at some point you were in Cuyahoga County.
Yeah, I was incarcerated. So, wait, my bad. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Go ahead.
Oh, so would I be able to get it reinstated, or is it just gone forever? It's not like I just couldn't.
No.
They wouldn't let me out of jail to come and see you guys. It's not like I could just step off the
well,
door and say I'll be back in a couple of hours.
Could I reinstate it? Yes. Will I? No, because I'm not going to lose you. I mean, right now my understanding is Cuyahoga County brought you back here, but you committed some other offense in Cuyahoga County for which you were sentenced to some treatment program, from what I understand. And if I reinstate your bond, then they're going to come take you and put you in this program, and you're not going to be here for your trial. So I gave you a bond. I modified your bond based on what you told me that you'd be here, and you weren't here. So bond was revoked, and once you were arrested, now initially, I guess your trial was set for February 4th all along. That was 3 months down the road from when it was first set. The problem is once you were arrested, you have a right to a speedy trial. That initially was going to expire sometime in April. But once you got arrested, you get 3 days for every day that you're in jail. Now your speedy trial runs February 17th, so this trial has to go forward next week. It's going to be a trial. So what was the offer that was made in this case?
Your Honor, the offer was for the defendant to plead guilty to count 2 of the indictment, robbery, a felony of the 3rd degree, as well as count 3 of the indictment, aggravated possession of drugs, a felony of the 5th degree, with no agreement as to sentencing. That offer was extended to Jim Matthews on November 26th, and there has been no offer made after that initial offer.
So you're going to dismiss the more serious robbery and have him plead a lesser robbery?
Yes, Your Honor, we would have dismissed the felony of the 2nd degree robbery.
Bless you.
All right. Well, I am going to overrule or deny the defendant's motion for an appointment of new counsel. I guess we're set for trial next week, correct? Is there any matters that we need to discuss in that regard?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Nothing, sir.
So you rejected that offer then, I'm assuming, Mr. Watkins, for the record? You have to say yes or no, please.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay.
My apologies.
All right. I just want the record clear that you were made aware of that offer and you've decided that you didn't want to accept that, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, then we'll be here next Tuesday. We're adjourned.
All right.